Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing just a sped up get ready with me. I'm about to head out, so I just figured why not do this. So let's just start putting on my makeup because I am kind of rushing. It's 10:38 and I need to be out of here at like 11:45. I guess I'm not really rushing, but I need to put lotion on my legs before I start my makeup, so we'll get back to the makeup thing in a minute. Okay guys, hello. So obviously doing a get ready with me, and I felt like I hadn't used my Urban Decay Original Naked palette in a while, so I grabbed that out. I was using my MAC Painterly paint pot to prime my eyes. That's just like my go-to, whatever. But then, as you're gonna see in like a few seconds after I'm done blending this out, I also grabbed my Urban Decay primer potion in the shade Greed, and I put that on too. So sometimes I prime with Painterly, sometimes I prime with just the Urban Decay primer potion, but this one in Greed is like very shimmery and gold, and it's pretty, but on this day I just used it on my lids because I don't like using it to prime my whole eyelid because then it's just glitter everywhere, and I typically like to do matte shades in my crease and outer V and all that stuff. So anywho, I was going in with just like the lightest matte transition shade for me, and I think it's called Naked, I don't know. Anywho, I was just blending that all out, throwing that into the crease before I went in with a darker color, which I'm pretty sure I ended up going in the shade Buck. Yes, and that, I think that's Buck, I don't know. It's been a while since I pulled out that palette, but I digress. I was putting that a little more on the outer corners, nothing too crazy, and just blending that out before I decided to go in with any kind of lid shade. So now I even grabbed a smaller, more precise brush to just put Buck really on the outside corners there and just flick it out before blending it some more. And to be fair, I didn't really have a look in mind when I was doing this. I thought I was going to do something natural, but that does not happen. Now I'm going in with the lightest, most shimmery shade. I don't know if that's Sin or Virgin. I think it's Virgin or something like that. Anyway, I'm just highlighting my brow bone, not too much, just a little bit, like a little tap in there, because you don't need too much or else you look like a freaking disco ball. And this is where things got crazy. I saw my Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in Kitten Karma, and I used this on my wedding day, so it's not exactly the everyday type of thing, at least not usually for me. Super glittery, super reflective, so freaking pretty. And I saw it and I was like, wow, I haven't used that for a while. I'm gonna use it today. So grab that, and some people like to blend it out with their fingers or a brush. I take a really stiff synthetic brush and I only blend out the edges, because if I blend out the rest of it, the glitter just flakes down on my face and it just kind of gets messy. So I only take care of the edges. And then I was going back in with the same brow bone highlight color that I use, Virgin, whatever, the last shade that's the lightest. And I was popping that on my inner corners and whatnot. And then I sneezed and I grabbed my Morphe 9A palette, I believe, and I picked out one of the deeper brown shades. I was gonna go with black, and then I was like, that's a little too much. So I used a precise brush to lay it on, and then I grabbed another stiffer but still more precise pencil brush to blend it out, but to keep it on the outer corner, not take it too far into the crease at all, because that's just not where I wanted it. And then, as per usual, I'm always grabbing some sort of a blending brush to just really hone in that blending. So then I grabbed my L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur Primer. So it's pretty much just a silicone-based primer. I don't actually know if it has silicone in it, but it feels very silicone-y and pore-filling. I like it, so I use it. And then I have this Sheen contour stick, which I actually really love. It's so smooth and buttery when you put it on your skin. Like, it doesn't drag at all. To be fair, you can really easily over apply this stuff because it goes on so silky and so quickly. But this is what I use to cream contour more often than not. I have some other product that I use sometimes, but this is like the go-to because it's so easy to just put on my face. So I used a smaller dome synthetic brush to do the initial blending, and then I have this more flat, like horizontal brush that you see me using right there that I use for the rest of the blending. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the small dome one is a little stiffer. The long flat one is a lot flimsier. Flimsy is like not the right word to use, but it just does better for fully blending out the product, whereas the dome one keeps it precise where I want it. So then I'm going in with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, not a bunch, and I decided to do one eye at a time because this stuff really dries quick on me sometimes, and I didn't want that to happen. So I just did a little bit under my eyes, and then I did a few little dots around the center of my face, and you can tell that I went from going natural to the fullest coverage concealer that I pretty much own. So natural just went right out the window, but then I grabbed my Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer in the shade 5N, and that's what I used instead of like a foundation. And I love this stuff. I rave about it at the end of this video, but it's so lightweight, so light coverage. Your skin still looks really natural. The hyaluronic acid keeps my skin like very plump and moisturized, so I love that. So I don't know, for me it just works with the full coverage concealer because I don't look like I'm wearing a complete mask on my face, because it's like, wow, I still see her skin in certain areas, but like her under eyes are completely covered. I don't know, it just works. So then I grabbed my Jeffree Star translucent setting powder, and my camera cut off at some point when I put everything on my face to bake, so that's, you know, always a fun time. So then I grabbed my MAC contour powder, don't know the shade, got it years ago. It's a Pro Pan refill, so it doesn't even have the name on the bottom of it. So I just did my powder contour a little bit and decided it was time to wipe off all of this setting powder. And then I realized, you know what, I'm gonna put some on where I contoured to just clean up the edge. No harm in doing that. And I grabbed my Maybelline Fit Me powder. Sorry, I'm talking at like a mile a minute because this video is very fast. So I set my face and then wiped off the bake, so it just really cleaned up those lines. And then I put a little bit of Maybelline Fit Me powder over where I baked. Then I grabbed my MAC blush in the shade Peaches, which I've hit pan years ago on this thing. It used to be my favorite blush ever, and I decided to go with that because, I don't know, I just felt like Peaches is what I wanted to wear today. I know some people really coordinate their entire makeup look. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but the most I go with coordinating my makeup is like, if I'm doing a cool toned eye look, I'll probably do a cool toned blush and cool toned lips sometimes. Anywho, grab my Jeffree Star Liquid Frost in shade Peach Goddess and decided I wanted to highlight everywhere on my face pretty much with that. And I was going to top it off with my Morphe highlighter in the shade Spark, and I dipped my nail into it, so that's why it looked a little broken, which also meant that my brushes were picking up way more product because there was like crumbs on the pan of product. Yeah, so my highlighter ended up becoming very crazy very quickly. Not that I'm complaining, but it was just not what I intended originally. And then I fill in my brows just barely with the ColourPop eyebrow pencil or whatever. I pretty much just do a little bit on the tails and a little bit of the underside of the base of my brows towards the middle of my face, and that's it. I don't really think my brows need too much more other than that. So then I grabbed just some Nude Lip Liner. I don't know the brand name. I don't remember where I got this pencil. It's all rubbed off. It's so old, but it never does me wrong, so I use it all the time. So I decided to line my lips with that, and I don't know what shade this is from the NYX Soft Matte or Cream, whatever, lip stuff. I think it's Amsterdam. I could be very wrong. And then I topped it off with some NYX Plumping Lip Gloss. I don't know the shade name at all for this. I don't think it plumps at all. but it feels nice and it looks cute. And then I had this face mist. It says it's a setting spray too, or you could use it to hydrate your face. I don't know, but I used it because I like it. And I always try to set my face before mascara, because sometimes I use mascara and I set my face and it just messes with the mascara. Other times I can put my mascara on and set my face and nothing bad happens, but it's always a roll of the dice. So that's what I ended up doing for this makeup look. So as you can see, it went from natural to full coverage on my under eyes, cream contour, baking, a full-on glitter, you know, moment on my eyes, but then a tinted moisturizer. So I just didn't really know what I wanted pretty much. So I just went with the flow and this is what I came up with. So I hope you enjoyed this look. Just maybe I'll just be me. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I'm done with my makeup look. I was gonna go natural. I was gonna just like do a little bit on the eyes, and then I saw my Stila Glitter and Glow and I was like, I want to use that. So there's that. I did not intend on doing like cream contour under my foundation, which by the way, this ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation, no, I lied. It's a tinted moisturizer. I love this stuff. This is my go-to now. I wear light 5N. I've been reaching for this a lot more. Beforehand, I used to reach for my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. Don't really reach for it too much anymore unless I want a little more coverage. But the hyaluronic acid in this is so nice. It leaves my skin so plump and moisturized and good. So really loving this. I think it matches my skin really well, better than this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which is in the shade Natural Ivory 112. So this one just looks a little pinky on me sometimes when I start getting a little tan. I'm never gonna be the tannest person around, but I can tell that one starts to like not match so well. This matches great because it's a neutral undertone. I feel like the Natural Ivory is a little pinky for me, but yeah, I love this. And you know what? I just looked over, and this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint with hyaluronic acid. So if you like this one, you'll probably like this one. I just haven't used this in a while. This one is more, it's a little darker shade. I have Nude 40. I know this one I can use when I get a little more color. This is good now. I haven't reached for this in a while though, just because last time I used it I was too pale and I could tell. But I do love this one a lot too. Like I said, super similar, so that's how I feel about this foundation. This is the first time I've put on a full face of makeup in, I don't even know how long, in over, probably right around a month actually. It's been a full month pretty much since I've done something like this. Haven't filmed anything makeup wise in a while. But yeah, I also went a little crazy on my highlighter because I accidentally dug my nail into the Morphe powder highlighter. So then it was like, there was a lot of stuff getting on my brush, so it's a little crazy, but I'll live. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, comment down below. I'm gonna try to do more makeup videos here and there because I actually really enjoy filming them and playing with my makeup, and I have enough of it that I should really use it. And yeah, so subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Things I can't control. Instead of putting myself down.